everybody. This is Tanya from Tango Business Coaching, and we are on our last video 6 of our drama-free leadership series. And today I am going to talk about checking in on our assumptions and our beliefs. And when I think about this topic, I can think of countless situations with a client who is frustrated or angry or, just upset, overly upset in a conversation with me about relating to some sort of situation, either with a colleague, an employee, maybe their manager. And one of the first questions I will ask is, what assumptions are you making right now? And inevitably, the client's reaction is often rooted in a multitude of assumptions and or beliefs that they have about the other person or the situation. So maybe it's a look that they thought that they were receiving from the other party, or maybe it's the tone of voice or body language, and they're interpreting that a certain way. Or maybe they're interpreting something that somebody said at a meeting. The point is that oftentimes we are actually creating the drama ourselves. So when that happens, and you have an emotional reaction, a negative emotional reaction that is sort of longer than, call it 10 seconds, that is sort of the biological time. If you notice you're in a negative emotional state, I want you to stop. And when you have the awareness to stop, and once you have stopped and paused and just breathe for a moment, I want you to ask yourself some questions in that moment. So one, what do I know for sure about this situation, or about, the person, or where I'm having the conflict? And how is it that I know that for sure? Two, what beliefs do I have about this person, this situation, or even myself? And the third thing is, how can I be empathetic in this situation or toward that person? And once you're able to ask yourself those questions and do a little digging, you can decide proactively on what your response ought to be and what the next step ought to be. So maybe you decide to do nothing. Perhaps you have actually overreacted once you go through and realize that you were reacting out of a bunch of assumptions that you were making yourself. Perhaps you decide that you need to go have a conversation with the other party to maybe clarify any misunderstandings. And if you need any help on that, go back to video 3 or 4 on how to set agreements and how to set boundaries. So there's a number of different reactions or responses that you could have once you take some time to pause and reflect and understand where your emotional state is coming from. So this is just a quick video to remind you to check in with yourself first. You get to control your responses. Outside of that response period, that biological response period, you get to choose. Being a drama-free leader means being in self-command of your brain and of your actions. Being in a drama state means that you are probably, in all likelihood, self-sabotaging yourself. And that reptilian brain of yours is in control of the reaction rather than you being in control of a really positive response. So my challenge to you here is to gain control. If you need help with this, I am a trained mental fitness coach, and this is exactly the work that we do with people. We help you gain self-mastery. So if this is interesting at all to you, reach out. I'm always happy to talk about mental fitness and how that can help you lead a drama-free life and help you lead in a drama-free way at work. But I hope as you've listened to these 6 videos that you've been able to gain some sort of understanding or pull a couple of nuggets on how to be a drama-free leader, and more importantly, how to lead a drama-free life. There's no magic pill for any of this. It does require work. But honestly, getting to the other side of it is so much better than living in a drama state. I would love to hear your ideas and your feedback on this. Please reach out. Stay tuned for my next mental fitness pod. It should be starting in the next couple of weeks. Happy leading to you all, and I will see you back here for whatever my next series will be, which will be coming soon. Thanks and have a great day. Bye, everybody.